there is something known as iloc. What does this iloc tries to do? This iloc tries to do the same thing as log, but it don't has the index value. Sorry, it don't consider the names. So iloc tries to do the same thing as log, but what iloc tries to do here? Iloc tries to check the index positions. Based on that index positions only, it is going to give you all the rows and all the columns. Now, what is going to happen here if you check iloc here? Now, let me tell you what it is going to do here. It is going to say, let's say, yeah, it's going to check the first 3 rows, and then what is this? This is going to give the column number 2 to column number 5. So before that, yeah, let's try to print the data frame. So what's the data frame here? Name, age, city, and score. So what are we going to do? We are asking to give us first 3 rows. This is same. The first 3 rows, the Mumbai, Delhi, and Kolkata. Okay. First 3, yeah. First 3 rows of what? Second, these are columns here. So how we mentioned in loc, where is loc? In loc, we mentioned columns as by giving them the labels here. What are the labels? Column names here, the age and city. But here in iloc, we are not going to mention the column names. Instead, we are going to mention directly the index positions of here. So this is 0, 1, 2, and 3. Let's say if you are going to run this thing, what it is trying to do? It is going to give you columns of index positions from 2 to 5. 0, 1, 2. Okay, this starts from 2. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So what's the ending thing here? Score. So between 2 to 5, we are going to have city and score, and we are going to get only that. Let's say if you want to get till, let's say if you want to get all the rows and columns, if you give the simple column, it's going to, so let's put it in another cell here, simplicity purposes. Yeah, let's say if you want to check all the columns, if you don't mention anything, let's say if you don't mention anything, by default it is going to take all the columns. And even if you want to mention that you need to get all the columns, simple colon operator. Sorry, if simple colon, if you enter a simple colon, what it tries to do, it's starting with 0 and it doesn't have any start and it doesn't have any end. So if you don't have any start and if you don't have any end, what's going to happen? It is going to return you everything from starting to ending, because you don't have, you haven't mentioned the starting and ending here. So what is starting and what is ending? What is ending here? There is something known as this indexing, whereas the first thing will be considered as the start, the second thing will be considered as end. And if you mention this, let's say, if you mention this thing here, what is it is starting from 0 and it is ending till 2. So 0 represents the starting, 2 represents the ending. 0 represents starting and 2 represents the ending. Now what is going to happen? Let's say if you want to check the starting from 1 to end. Okay, this is a starting position and the next one after this colon is going to be the ending position. If you don't mention anything, what is going to happen? It's going to take from first position to the last position. So first position here, age, because 0, 1, age, city, and score. Age, city, and score. So this is applicable on columns. This is applicable on rows. Now, again, let's say if you want to check, df.iloc of, let's say if you want to check the rows of let's say 7 rows. Okay, let's say from first row to 7th row. Let's say if you want to check alternating rows. Okay, if you want to skip 2 rows in between them, and if you want to check, and if you want to apply that on let's say if you want to apply that on which columns, let's say let's print our data frame here itself. Let's say if you apply it on city and score columns, how we are going to that? How you can see the city column 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is the second till 4, because we don't have anything, right? 2 to 3, 3 to 4. So this is how you are going to apply. So what it is going to see check now? Now it is going to check. First of all, let's go with columns here. Second column to fourth column. What is second column to fourth column? 0, 1, 2. second column, third column, whereas we don't have any column there, 2 to 4 columns. These 2 columns are displayed here. Now on these 2 columns, how many rows are we going to consider? We are going to consider first 1 to 7 rows here. First 1 to 7 rows, 1 to 7 rows. And out of these 7 rows, we are skipping, or we need only 2 rows. First 2 rows. I mean, first from first row to 7th row, we need every 2 rows. So it's going to check from first row here, right? Now, for every 2 rows, second row, third row, these 2 rows will be missing, and we are going to get up with this thing. Okay, and now these 2 rows are going to mess up. Then we are going to get up with this thing. So let's say here the first row, where is the first row starting? Yeah, the first row is starting from first row to 7th row. This is first row. Vivan, Delhi and 80. Okay, this is 1, Delhi and 80. It starts. Now the second row. So the column 2, what it is trying to give? 1 is from where we are starting. 7 is where we are ending. So we are starting from 1 and we are ending till 7. And in between 1 and 7, what is this? This is known as step function. What is this it tries to do? The third one here. The third after the second column, what we are going to see here? We are going to see, we are going to check for 1 to 7. I want every second row of it. Okay, from 1 to 7, I want every second row of it. So what is every second row of it? The first row is Delhi. Okay, this is second one, third one, this is fourth one. It is going to skip the 2 ones. Okay, it is going to skip the second one. So 0, 1, and it is going to go the second one, the Bangalore. Okay, from here, this is considered as 0, 1 and 2. This is going to give the second one. So it is going to give you based on step function from starting to ending what you are going to give, and until that first to 7th row we are going to check only every second row. Okay, from this is the first row, this is the 7th row. From 1 to 7 rows it is going to give you every second row. 0, 1, 2. This is Bangalore, right? We are going to get Bangalore, and after this 0, 1, 2. This is Delhi. This is Delhi. So that is how we are going to get. Now again, if you want to play with iloc, let's say, let's try to see what it tries to give you here. Let's say what it is trying to give you here. Here, if you check a data frame, it is performing iloc operation on what? It is going to check on only 3 rows here. So what does it mean? Starting to ending. Yeah, what does it mean? It tries to say that from starting to ending. Okay, from starting to ending, I want a step function of every 3 things. Okay, what is the step function of 3 things? Okay, for every third one I need every third one. So Mumbai, Delhi and Kolkata. So from starting from Mumbai, okay, let's print the data frame here itself. What's trying to do? It's trying to check here. What is the starting? We don't give anything, right? So it starts from 0. What is the ending? We don't give anything in the ending. So ending is everything. So it simply said from starting to ending, you can consider anything. Everything will be considered. And then what does this tries to do? This is a step function saying that from starting to ending, only give me third row. Okay, from starting to ending, only give me the third row. What is the starting thing here? The Mumbai is a starting thing here. Okay, this is a starting row, and I want only every third row. Okay, this is 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. This is the third row, and from here 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. This is the third row here. Sorry, this is the third row here. Now these rows will be applicable on where? From second column to the last column. What is second column? 0th column, first column, second column. This is second column till the last column. Okay, city and score. And what will be applicable? This thing will be applicable. This step function only consider the third row of from the starting to bottom. Every third row, skip first 3 rows and give me the third row itself. That is how it is going to give you on city and score columns. So this is how the iloc is going to work here.